dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. Namaste. Let me first thank the government of Uttar Pradesh for taking this initiative to have this global investors meet. We have seen a lot of investors meet across the country, but no government has taken initiative to make sports sector a part of it. But it is the Uttar Pradesh who has taken the initiative and includes sports sector. When Uttar Pradesh aspires to be the $1 trillion economy, I'm sure sports has to play an important role in that also. As India is witnessing a paradigm shift in the way sports and sports persons are seen and celebrated in the country today. We have two big sports persons amongst us today, Mr. Abhinav Bindra and Suresh Raina. And I would like to say there is a widespread interest in institutional sport and investments in the field of sports in India today. This is not just in terms of performance of Indian athletes in prestigious national and international tournaments, but also in bringing global sports events to India. This scale and stature of sporting success in India could not have been possible without the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. He envisions building a solid sporting culture across the country by identifying and nurturing sports talent from the remotest corners of the country. The UP Global Investors Meet 2023 is a step in this direction. My dear friends, it will enable the Department of Sports to not only reflect on its policy, but also enable them to adequately showcase it to the public, thus providing conducive options to connect with the investors and the industry alike. It gives me immense joy to see Olympic gold medalist and shooter Mr. Abhinav Bindra, celebrated cricketer and the part of the World Cup team Mr. Suresh Raina, Chief Strategy Officer Dorna MotoGP Mr. Carlos, founder of the Trans Stadium Mr. Udit Seth, and founder of the Fan Code Mr. Yannick Kolako, and from the World Bank Ms. Benedict, and Mr. Paul V. Jensen from the European Business and Technology Center, gathered here to have an invigorating dialogue on the extremely pertinent subject, harnessing opportunities in sports sector. Uttar Pradesh is steadily becoming a hub of sports in India. In a mega event in 2021, the UP government has felicitated the Tokyo Olympics medalist. And they have not only felicitated the Tokyo Olympic medalist, but let me put it on record here today that it was the initiative of Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Shri Yogi Adityanath ji, and UP was perhaps the first state to shower so much of respect and monetary awards and affection on the players of other states as well. अपने राज्य के खिलाड़ियों को तो सम्मानित करने का काम हर राज्य करता होगा, लेकिन उत्तर प्रदेश ने देश के सभी राज्य के खिलाड़ियों को जिन्होंने ओलंपिक्स पैरालंपिक्स में मेडल जीते उनको सम्मानित करने का काम किया। इसके लिए उत्तर प्रदेश की सरकार को मैं बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं। And to provide access to the sports facilities to the rural dwellers, the state government has been building open gymnasiums and mini stadiums in remote rural hinterlands. In 2021, taking forward the motto of Khelo India, the Uttar Pradesh government had announced that the state will be adopting two games, wrestling and badminton, and financing their promotion in the state for the next 10 years. And if every state pick up two games at least, two sports at least, I think they can focus much on those two, while they can develop the other sports as well. But if they focus majorly on two sports, and 36 states and union territories, if they focus, each state focus on two sports, I think that could be a game changer, creating such infrastructure in other parts of the country. So UP is all set to host 3 major tournaments this year. One is the MotoGP, Khelo India University Games, and the weightlifting World Championship here as well. With all this and more, I am confident that the seed of sporting success are being sowed in Uttar Pradesh slowly and steadily. The state is building a strong foundation to ensure our athletes participate and win medals for the country. In order to realize Prime Minister Modi's Sankalp or the vision, Sankalp se Siddhi in sports, there is a whopping 11% increase in the budget allocation from the last year. And if you look at the last 8 years, the budget has gone 3 times more in the last 8 years with the Government of India. India has seen an astounding medal galore in the several international sporting events like the Tokyo Olympics, Tokyo Paralympics, and the Brazil Deaf Olympics. India, in the last 73 years, for the first time won the gold medal in the Thomas Cup Badminton Championship. Not only that, it was the Prime Minister Modi who is time and again before the tournament, even while during the tournament, if need be, speaks to the players, motivate them when they are down. And I think I have seen him. He knows each and every player. He knows many players' family members also. And while his tenure as the Chief Minister of the Gujarat, he has put a lot of emphasis on the promotion of the game, whether from Olympics to the Paralympic Games, which have been, we haven't seen much as far as the state of Gujarat in those years, but Prime Minister Modi raised the budget, started Khel Mahakumbh. Today I see more than 200 MPs organizing such events in their constituencies where lakhs of Indian youth are participating in such sporting events. If every elected representative start doing one or other kind of events, we could see millions of Indians, especially the athlete performing in those or participating in those events, competitions and championships. So we can have more such competitions in the future. Khelo India Abhiyan is the initiative of Prime Minister Modi. Khelo India Youth Games, Khelo India University Games and the Khelo India Winter Games. Yesterday, we inaugurated the Khelo India Winter Games, where from 29 states and union territories, 1,500 plus players are participating in Gulmarg, Jammu and Kashmir. Yesterday also, we have concluded the Khelo India Youth Games, where more than 5,812 players participated and 12 players broke 25 national records in the Khelo India Games this year. And I'm pleased to say, last year when Haryana organized the Khelo India Youth Games, 12 national records were broken and this year 25 national records are broken. Out of 12 last year, 11 national records were broken by the girls. बेटियों ने 11 national record तोड़े थे. And this year, out of 25, more than 19 records are broken by the girls. So that means बेटी और बेटियां ज़्यादा अच्छा वहाँ पर प्रदर्शन कर पा रही हैं. कुछ बातें मुझे यहाँ पर जरूर बतानी है. And I like to say it in English so that all will understand. One of the gold medal winner is Sonam. Her father is a brick-kiln laborer. She hails from a far-flung area and she has won the gold medal in the 2000 meters steeplechase. Shanti Viswas, her father is a cab driver. She hails from West Bengal, Nadia village, which is on the border of Bangladesh. She won 3 medals, including 2 gold medals. Another is Asha Kiran Barla. She is among the 4 children. She lost her father. Her mother is the only bread earner in the family. She is a laborer. And look at her, how she has worked well, progressed well. She has won the gold medal in 1500-meter event. So one after another, our girls have done extremely well. Martina Devi, who is getting trained at the National Center of Excellence here in Lucknow itself, has won 7 medals and broken 7 national records this year also. ग्रामीण भारत के बच्चों ने ज़्यादा अच्छा करके दिखाया है. It is from the rural India, from the children and the players who have done extremely well. So what do we need? We need infrastructure in the urban areas as well as in the rural areas. We need more events, competitions and leagues in the country today. We need more coaches and trainers. And for a country as diverse as India, we need different models. One model can't fit all. For a state like Uttar Pradesh, where you have 250 million people living in Uttar Pradesh, you can understand the requirement of Uttar Pradesh. So on one hand, we have the MotoGP. On the other hand, we have the Formula E, which we concluded yesterday in Hyderabad. MotoGP will happen in the state of Uttar Pradesh. At the same time, we have traditional games like Malkham, Yogasana, Kalaripattu, Thangta, Gatka also making news in the country. We are also promoting the traditional sports, not leaving it just the regional sports, making them national, and in the future they'll become the international sports in the coming years as well. So friends, what we need today is the size and scale to attract more investment into the country. And while we get more investment, we also need to increase the speed to deliver the infrastructure at the grassroots level. We shouldn't take more than, as of now, we are taking 2 to 3 years to build an indoor stadium. I was looking at the record. It takes more than 24 to 30 months to build a 8 crore rupees worth indoor stadium. It should be finished in 10 months' time. It should be dedicated to the sports person in the least time. And we are working towards that direction. Sports is a state subject. I think the states and center should come together and generate a demand that in this year we need these many hockey astroturf, these many synthetic track, these many football astroturfs, these many indoor stadiums. Then the industry will be keen to have the plants installed here, make in India facilities here, and we can do it together from health department to the education department. Various other departments are also building infrastructure. If all can come together and show the world that this is the demand, that this is the requirement of the country, I'm sure more and more investors will come and invest in India, and we can have better infrastructure here. We can also look at the PPP model, what Udit has mentioned here, and he has delivered in the state of Gujarat at Ahmedabad. What we have seen, we create large infrastructure, but they're not put to use 365 days a year. There should be more events happening around the year, whether it is the sports events, cultural events, or some other events. They should become the revenue model for the country. And that should be, और उसमें मीडिया का मैं जो थोड़ा सा कहना चाहता हूँ, उसमें कोई नेगेटिव न्यूज़ नहीं बननी चाहिए कि अच्छा ही तो खेल की सुविधा थी, यहाँ पे कल्चरल प्रोग्राम क्यों हो रहा है. To make it more sustainable, it is very important to raise funds through those big facilities what we have created. Not only that, we need more coaches in the country. When I took over as the sports minister, we made a change. Rather than appointing more officers, we have surrendered those posts, and I've hired more than 450 coaches in 1 year time. And we're going to hire more coaches in the next years to make more coaches available to them. But for a country like India, when the World Bank representative is here, we sent a note to the World Bank. Why can't we have something on the technology based? Coaching the coach, training the trainer kind of programs, where we can train thousands and thousands of coaches from a physical education teacher, why can't they become a coach of one sport? They can easily become. And last year we started with the National Institute of Physical Education, Gwalior LNIP. We started an online course. We have trained many such physical education teachers. We have upgraded them to the next level. But then there should be a refresher course every year. We can come together, various disciplines, various sports can come together, and we can have the online platform where we can coach them. Same kind of application can be made for the players as well, where they can learn the basic techniques on the online platform. There are certain platforms available, but for each game, we need to have such kind of options available. We should host more events, but we should also either you stream that on the online platforms or on the linear platforms like television. All a sports person need is a recognition, whether through the newspapers, through the TV channels, through the social programs, or maybe on the online streaming processes. All we can do is come together and make it happen. There are many games from fencing to golfing where our teams, our players have started doing better. Let us not restrict ourselves to few games. We need to look at more games. We need to have a larger base with more players to win medals in the future. India has done well in the past, whether it was the Tokyo Olympics, Paralympics, Deaf Olympics, to the Thomas Cup, to the Commonwealth Games, where we have won 22 golds and 61 medals. Not only that, we have also hosted FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, Football World Cup, 44th FIDE Chess Championship, Chess Olympiad, and many other such tournaments, and we are ready to host many such tournaments in the future also. In the end, let me thank Mr. Girish Chandra Yadav ji, the Honorable Sports Minister, Mr. Navneet Sehgal, the Additional Chief Secretary, Uttar Pradesh, and also the Honorable Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath for including sports sector in the global investor meets. No other state has done and included the sports sector. And we have seen how the corporates have come forward, how the World Bank has come forward, how the companies have come forward to utilize their corporate social responsibility funds like the HCL to train 5,000 students in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Let us join hands. There are 5 stakeholders. One is the Government of India, second is the state governments, third is the National Sports Federation, and fourth is the State Sports Association, and fifth is the corporate world, individuals, NGOs. They must come forward and contribute to make India a sporting superpower, what Narendra Modi desires India to become. If India can become from 10th largest economy to the 5th largest economy of the world, yes, we can become the sporting superpower of the world. All we need to do is believe in ourselves and put in all efforts. There should be the right intent, and there should be, let us work on the size and scale to promote the sports, and let us also work on the speed to deliver fast and achieve fast. Thank you once again. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Uttar Pradesh.